Hey everybody, and welcome to week 2 of our class here at Purdue Global University as we are looking at some more executive offices this week in our class on state and local government and gubernatorial politics. This week, guys, we are examining the role of the governor and the role of the administrative state agencies. So we have 2 discussion boards going this week. The first one is on the role of the governor, looking at your governor in your state to see what their powers and their responsibilities are. And then number 2, we're looking at the governor's relationship with the state agencies and what powers the governor has over the state agencies and how the governor directs that power with his cabinet members who run the state agencies to see what they can accomplish and what they can't accomplish within the state as well too. No paper again this week, guys. Our week is pretty simple. We have our 2 discussion boards going. We will have our weekly seminar coming up this coming Sunday night at 8 o'clock. And we'll be talking about the power of the governor in that seminar as well also. And other than that, guys, it is going to be a fairly simple week, just like it was in week 1. So we are examining these 2 powers tonight. It's a very interesting power when we talk about the role of the governor. Some states have strong governors. Some states have kind of what we refer to as weak governors. It really comes down to your particular state. So one of the things you want to examine this week, guys, as you're looking at your discussion board and doing the readings, think about your governor. And does the governor have the power in your state to, and these can be formal powers or informal powers, is the governor the dominating figure in your state? In other words, does the governor propose legislation, and usually the legislature goes along with that and passes it because it's something the governor wanted? Or is the legislature one of those branches in your state that has really asserted itself over the governor, and the governor kind of has a big dispute going on between the legislature, going back and forth all the time, vetoing, overriding, those kind of things? So those are some of the issues to look at as well, too, as you examine the power of the governor. Now, the state administrative agencies is also an interesting discussion this week because most people think about the federal government and the size of government and federal agencies. But remember, guys, your states also have agencies. There are state agencies that deal with about everything in terms of the environment, in terms of highways, in terms of schools, departments of education, health and human resources. So there are a lot of agencies on our state level, too. Let's think about what do those agencies do? How many people do they employ? Do they complete their mission? What's the relationship with the elected branches of government in terms of the governor, in terms of the state legislature, in terms of the state court system? In other words, have the agencies that gone into court been sued a lot of those kind of things? So it's an interesting discussion because we continue our look at the executive branch of our state governments and examine the power of these 2 entities. So very interesting thing to think about, guys. And regardless if your state has a full-time legislature, which meets year-round, or a part-time legislature, which is only in session for several months of the year, the agencies do not close. The agencies run the state while the legislature is either in session or not in session. So we'll examine the power of those agencies and see what the impact of these agencies are on your state economy and other issues going on in your states. So with that, guys, have a great week. Remember, you can always email or contact me. Office hours, again, are Tuesdays and Sundays from 10 to 11 p.m. Eastern Time. And go to the instructor virtual office, and you'll find office hours there. And other than that, guys, you can always email me. As you guys know, I'll respond as quickly as possible. With that, guys, remember the discussion board, 3 separate days. You do lose some points if you do 2 or 1 day, or even just 1 posting. So make sure we're posting on 3 separate days. I've already posted some follow-up questions on the board, so go ahead and take a look at those as well also, guys. And with that, have a great week.